Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going through how you can make yourself a lot of coins easily during the Premier League team of the season in the coming days. But before we go, guys, please smash that like and subscribe button as well. Really does help me out, so make sure you do that, and also leave down below in the comments any questions that you have. Now first we're going to be starting with some cards, of which are fodder. Now the first one that we'll be looking at is, well, I'll show you right now, Berkey, who is the cheapest 84 rated card on the market right now. We'll check his price right now. Pretty sure he's like 3.8 or 3.9, around about that. Yeah, look, 3.8 is his cheapest. There's lows for 3.9 as well. So the reason that he is actually this cheap is because, and well, him and lots of other FOD cards, is because during Premier League team of the season, number one, the lightning rounds again, the amount of packs that were opened was ridiculous. Number two, loads of people just saved up so many packs for this promo. Like, the amount of packs that were opened, saved, because a lot of people would have saved it for community team of the season, but even more people would have saved it, would not have opened their packs during community team of the season waiting for this one, because the Premier League team of the season is essentially the biggest team of the season promo or league that there will be. So everyone's probably been saving packs for at least a month, doing all the league SBCs, grinding packs out. And then the day it was released on the Friday, they were just opened like crazy. And cards like Berkey were just flooded on the market, and it just caused them to basically half in price. Because on the Thursday, he was 8k, and now he's 4k. And we're not going to see until maybe like footies or something like that in months to come yet. The amount of packs that were opened during Premier League team of the season being opened again. And the reason for that is because that is probably the most high profile, hyped promo we're going to get till towards the end of team of the season, and maybe more promos like Summer Heat or whatever like that. So that's why a card like Berkey is so cheap. Now in addition to this, so this is 84 rated cards for that price. Now the cheapest, as you can see, is 4k, but we'll be looking at a card like Fernandinho. We can find him here, who is coming in at probably around 7k. I'd guess, like something like that. Yeah, he's probably at 7.7 maybe. Yeah, 7.7, right? Now, why would I tell you to invest in a card like Fernandinho when he's double the price of Berkey, who's a lot cheaper? The reason for that is because this card is normally way more expensive than any other 84s, the normal 84 price. The reason for that is because he's from such a good nation and league that the links that he has is so good, and people need cards like Fernandinho for chemistry and SBCs. So the reason for this is because essentially he's Brazilian, so he links to so many players from Man City, from the Premier League, links to so many of the Premier League players as well. And obviously he gets a hype link to Edison, who's a good fodder card as well in goal. So cards like Fernandinho are going to be very good. And the fact that he's this cheap right now, his normal price throughout the year is like, or in the last couple of months, is basically around 11-12k minimum, and now he's 7k. I could definitely see him rising up to 9-10k in the coming days, not weeks, days. I think a flip like Fernandinho could be really recent for it to happen. You won't have to wait that long. It will be a very recent flip from when you actually buy the cards. I think Fernandinho is a great player to buy in terms of an 84. Berkey is as well the cheapest, but Fernandinho is probably more effective because of his high chemistry, and well, he's from the Premier League. Like, Premier League tax on FIFA is ridiculous, isn't it? So Fernandinho. In addition to this, we're going to be going on to this chemistry thing as well with Toby Alderweireld, who again is from the Premier League, and he's probably like, I'd like to say 10,000 coins. Wow, this is really cheap. 9.1k for Alderweireld. For 85 rated centre-back from the Premier League, from Tottenham Hotspur, and Belgium as well, so he gets lots of good links to like different fodder cards. A card like this being this cheap is just ridiculous, and like there's no way he stays at this price. Absolutely no way he stays at this price. I think he's going to rise a lot. I mean, we've seen 85s go up to 20k. I don't think we'll see that again. But his average price throughout the year has normally been, or in at least the last couple of months, like Fernandinho, his lowest before this Premier League team of the season was 12,000 coins, and now he's 9. And it's sort of what he's normally been working at is about 13, 14k. So this card is certainly one card to go up as well, in addition to Fernandinho and Berkey alike. Again, another 85 who's ridiculously cheap is Christian Eriksen, who again is going, like, this is ridiculous. He links to players like Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez, Inform Vitinho. He has so many good links to other Fodder cards that a card like this being this cheap for 8,000 coins is just like, it's too good to be true, isn't it? He's surely going to rise. And I could definitely see him going up to 10, 11k again in the coming days. Now, if you're talking about when to sell, really, you just need, I think that these cards will go up when the Premier League Team of the Season Guaranteed pack does come out. But also, I think the best time to sell might be Wednesday and Thursday, and that's when that pack will be released as well. So I think that could probably be the best time to buy these cards. But also, like, obviously there are some anomalies. So if I was you, throughout the days or whatever, how long you're trying to hold these cards, I would just check their price, and whenever at their peak, and whenever you feel like selling, just sell. But it's totally up to you when you want to sell. If you want a quick flip, I think you could be looking at 2 days. This card goes up to 9,000 coins, but I think you could make more money just holding on a little bit longer. But the judgment is up to you when you think that they're at their highest price to sell. Now, we're going to be getting onto a common mistake at the moment in FIFA. Lots of people investing in informs. I'll tell you why this is a terrible idea and you should not do it, right? So, 2 weeks before Team of the Season, this Trossard, loads of people, I mean loads, were saying, invest in this Trossard, invest in this Trossard. He was in the Team of the Week, he's Premier League, he's Belgian, he's got such good links. He was coming in at around 22, 23k. And at the time, that was so low for an inform card. That was so low. Because, like, this was when the Icon SBCs were out, and these cards were like 84 rate cards were like 70k and something stupid like that. So lots of people investing in this. And then what actually happened is, look at his price now. It's like 13k. He was 23k, like 24k 2 weeks before. People were investing millions of coins. People were like, oh, all these traders are like, oh, this is going to be such a sick method. Oh, how did that turn out? He's 13.5k. He's dropped 10k on each card. Like, it's absolutely wild. And the reason for this is basically, for these guaranteed packs that have been released, right? What's actually happened is they need Team of the Season cards, not inform cards. So all of these packs are requiring Team of the Season cards to be used. So no one is going to go out and buy an inform Trossard. They're going to go and buy out like the cheapest Team of the Season 85 rated card from the Championship that they can find. No one is going to be doing this. No one. No one cares about Icon SBCs anymore, because they're just going to go out and buy themselves a 98 Ronaldo. So when the next Icon SBC, the Icon Defender SBC comes out, or the Prime Icon pack or whatever, like these cards, people won't want to buy them. They don't care about those packs. So there's not going to be hype around informs anymore. And I mean, this card just isn't usable anyway. It never was. But that's why cards like this are going to drop so much. And Team of the Weeks are not the way to go. If you're looking at something to invest in, I would certainly encourage you to invest in Team of the Season cards that are low rated and will be needed. So if we look at the cheapest one right now, what, like 13k for this card. Like, this is a good card to invest in, because when the Premier League one comes around and people need this card to essentially complete the SBC, go through the 11k for an 85 rated Team of the Season card. Like, people are going to need this. So these are good cards to invest in, not Team of the Weeks. Team of the Season is the one to invest in. And you want to be looking at the Championship. Obviously, now we've seen that the minor leagues are sort of coming out on the Monday instead of the Friday. And what essentially happened was, so if we look at the Team of the Week guy, this guy from I've forgotten his name, Bournemouth, for example. If we go look at his Team of the Season, right? So he got a Team of the Season that was 88 rated. Don't know what his price is now. So okay, this guy, he's about 29k, 27k. I can't pronounce his name, but this guy was in Team of the Season, right? And it was widely predicted of this season what his price was going to be. Now, if we go look at his gold card, I'll just do the nation because I can't spell out his name. This card is 3,000 coins, Reason for this is because it's out of packs. Now, what this card was before the team of the season was announced, it was 700 coins. And he's almost like, he's like gone up in price so much, it's ridiculous. So, at your own risk, you need to find the right cards to invest in before the team of the season comes out. But you want to do it for the minor leagues more. So, for example, if we're going to get a Saudi League team of the season coming out on the Monday, maybe on the Saturday, you have a look at what players are almost certainly going to be in that team of the season. Then you invest in their gold cards. Don't invest in silvers because they're so tricky to do, but just invest in that. Like, for example, this guy gets the team of the season every year from the, I think, what is his name? Hamdullah, something like that. This guy always gets one. Always gets one. He's from the Saudi League. He's about 700 coins right now. I could see him going up to like 1.5 when they like something like that. So, but gold commons are probably the best way to go about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, the gold commons are certainly the best way to do it. I think if we go have a look here, you'll need to find out which ones beforehand. But let's say this guy gets a team of the season card. Look, he's like 700 coins, 600 coins right now, 500 coins. Like, he would certainly go up to 1,000, 1.5. And they're needed for SBCs as well, League SBC. So that's another method that you could be using for team of the season. Again, cards that are going out of packs right now in the Premier League, it might actually be a bit too late if you wanted to. It's certainly not impossible, but the money that you'd make off of it wouldn't be too much. But Thomas Souček, he's coming in really, really cheap at the moment. I think this is just way too cheap to be true. The amount of coins that you'll make on each card, unless you invest like 500k into a load of Souček, I think it might be a bit more difficult. But if you have a low budget, then Thomas Souček is certainly the way to go. Because, as I did say, he is in the Premier League team of the season. Now, another little quick side tip is a card like this, right? So, during lightning rounds, which come out on the weekend or whatever, a card like this, let's check his price now, 1.8. 1.8. During lightning rounds, or sort of 30 minutes after, if we're talking like 30 minutes after lightning rounds happen, you can pick up cards like this for 700, 800 coins on bid. So just go through during lightning rounds, cards like Acuna, another 83s and 84s, and just try and undercut the price ridiculously. You probably won't win most, but when you do win it, you do make like 1,000 coins or whatever. That's a good tip to use during the lightning rounds because so many people are opening packs. The market just gets flooded and it's absolutely ridiculous. Now the last tip I'm going to give you is a card like Matuidi, who is just too underpriced at the moment. I mean, he's like the only layer, like 1.8. He's French, has great links. He also gets a strong link to Higuain, who's another 83, which is good again for links. And the key here to take in is that you want to be looking at cards who are ridiculously low in price for the links that they offer. Like Fernandinho, Eriksen, Alderweireld, Matuidi, Acuna, cards like this, of which are really, really, really vital for the chemistry of some SBCs and linked to other good Fodder cards like Fernandinho links to Eriksen, Matuidi links to Higuain and things like that. So just go through and have a look. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, please smash that like and subscribe button as well. Let me know down below in the comments if this did help you or you have any questions. Yeah, guys, I'm out. Peace.